So let's talk about it. The WBO gives heavyweight two-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua 180 days to fight Oleksandr Usyk. Now, of course, I don't think this fight is going to happen, but golly, come on, man. At this point, who this guy not fighting? First of all, I don't even think it's feasible or possible or even smart to go in a fight with Andy Ruiz, then go directly in the fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Nor do I don't think that would happen. But it's just the fact that he's in the lineup to fight these guys. This guy has been fighting the back-to-back cream of the crop, period. Already looking down the barrel of an Oleksandr Usyk. Keep in mind, this is the same Oleksandr Usyk Deontay Wilder wants no parts of. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, Deontay Wilder talk about, oh, he ain't gonna have no power. He gonna be this. He gonna be that. Blah, 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 blah. He gotta establish himself. Blah, 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 blah. But when people ask Deontay Wilder to fight Oleksandr Usyk, oh, man, this is just dead and the third to him and all his fan base. But keep in mind, Deontay Wilder had no problem trying to fight a Tony Bellew, who was officially at cruiserweight. But you so concerned about somebody's power and somebody that you'll fight Tony Bellew, but you won't fight Oleksandr Usyk. Anyways, I'm going to digress on that. But it just goes to show you the level that this guy is on. If he turns around and fights Oleksandr Usyk in his next 2 fights or 3 fights, hell, even 4 fights, at this point in time, there is no reason for Anthony Joshua to be chasing anybody. It was already asinine that the biggest cash cow of boxing had to chase around the brokest boxer in the game. Just think about that for a minute. That's like somebody chasing you down, trying to hand you $1 million check, and you running 100 miles an hour not to come in contact with them. Just think about that for a second. The biggest cash cow of the game has to chase you around, a guy that just got the guy who just got acclimated to getting paid over $1 million just a year ago when you fought Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? What was that, 1.2? You know what I'm saying? You just reached your highest payday last year, and that was 1.2. This guy offered you 8 million, 10 million, 15 million, 120 million, and he got to chase you? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. When you at the top, you shouldn't have to chase nobody. But that leads me to say my next thing is, at this point, I would advise Anthony Joshua to do, even though I know it's not his style, I would advise him to do exactly like Deontay Wilder is trying to use Luis Ortiz as a contraceptive. You know what I'm saying? Before anybody get to Deontay Wilder, they got to fight a Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? In all this. Man, for anybody to fight Anthony Joshua now, you're going to have to fight at least 3 or 4 or 5 of the top 10 contenders. Because ain't no sense of Anthony Joshua stepping in here changing these guys' lives. Look what he did for Andy, old chubby butt. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want to retrain for the second fight. But, you know what I'm saying, go around and change the guy. This dude openly gave Andy Ruiz a legacy. It doesn't matter if Andy Ruiz throws the gloves down and never pick them up again. Right now, and he will be for a long time to come, he will be the only Mexican heavyweight champion. He's already in the books. He's a legend forever right now, even though you're not really a champion until you defend the belt. But that's a video for another day. But anybody who knows boxing knows that. You can't call yourself a champion until you defend your belt. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, Andy Ruiz was just champ for a day. But even he has changed his life. Even he has unified more belts than Deontay Wilder. And check this. Andy Ruiz never promised you he was going to unify anything. This guy, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. And not one time? Not one? Come on, Wilder. I mean, not one time. Jesus Christ, this is pathetic. But at this point, if you're not going to fight any of the people who fought, if you're not going to fight the Alexander Povekins, if you're not going to fight the Cams, if you're not going to fight the Usyks, if you're not going to fight the Povekins, then you ain't getting no shot at AJ. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no point in this man changing your entire life, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And you've been bumming this entire time. Prove you really want. Prove that you deserve to win the sweepstakes. That's what I like about Alexander Usyk. He like, hey, man, what do I got to do to get this AJ fight? That's why in the end, I hope she give it. And I know that AJ want to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I know that AJ want to give him the shot. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserves it. He's respectful. And look, he's already has stepped up to the plate, batting at the big guns. You know what I'm saying? He just stepped into the game, you know what I'm saying, fighting bum after bum after bum after bum after bum, but yet claiming he the best. He was going to step in there and fight to Cam off Jump Street. Off Jump Street to Cam. Off Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he get it, but, you know, there's no way in the world that you would send Anthony Joshua in a fight with Alexander Usyk after that. You just don't fight a fighter like that. That's just too much stress. That's just too much pressure. But however, if he somehow, and I know this is not going to happen, but if he even entertains the thought of fighting him next, this dude got to be the GOAT. Period, man. He got to be the GOAT, man. Because at this point, not even the boxer of yesteryears is matching up to his resume. And keep in mind, he's only 24 fights. 24 fights, and he's still green. You know what I'm saying? This is just ridiculous, man. I mean, Anthony Joshua at this point, this guy's just off the charts with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be damned if he got to fight every tough fight in the world, but still get criticized. And here these guys sit over here fighting every Uber driver, fighting every Taco Bell worker in the world, and yet people want to praise them like they the baddest man on the planet, and they such a superstar, and they can't do pay-per-view numbers that'll outnumber a high school pep rally. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys is just killing me. You know what I'm saying? But one thing's for sure, man, Anthony Joshua is the fucking man. Point blank and period. Y'all need to stop whining, need to stop complaining. We ain't got no heavyweight champion. We ain't got no heavyweight American champion that can compete. At this point now, this is the British show. This is the UK show. You know what I'm saying? And as of right now, the entire world got a British UK champion. You know what I'm saying? Not just the UK, America, and everywhere else. Because when you say you the champion of the world, you the champion of the world. Y'all need to just accept that. And if you don't like it, do something about it. That's all he's been asking y'all to do, is to do something about it. If you don't like it, tell your man to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? If you think he can beat him, tell him to go do something about it. Tell him to go sign a contract. Tell him quit fighting guys for $2 million and turning down $8 million. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to go ahead and change his life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't like it, you know what you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. You want to change the you want to change the landscape of what's going on right now in boxing? Tell your American champ to step up and do something. How about just step up, period? How about that? Okay? How about just step up, period? Quit chasing around Tyson Fury. And that's another thing. I hope Eddie Hearn can spit out a number at Tyson Fury that'll steal that fight right up under the PBC. I really hope they do. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was Tyson Fury, and I thought about it for a second, I was like, I don't think Tyson Fury is building up his profile for no Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury match. I think Tyson Fury is building up his profile, going on WWE, going on UFC. I think he's doing all that for Anthony Joshua fight. I don't think he will waste all that promo and all that stuff that he's using to build himself up to waste it on a Deontay Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he sold the hell out of that fight and the numbers were still shitty. And he won that fight and they still robbed him. So why would he put that same amount of energy to put it in to a Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight when they already fucked him over the first time? You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury is a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, when I look at Tyson Fury and everything he's doing, for me, that's for him securing a bigger bag when he comes to the table with Anthony Joshua about that fight. Because Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, big fight in the UK. Anthony Joshua and Dylan White, big fight, period, and especially in the UK. Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, big fight in the UK and in the world, period. Deontay Wilder ain't got that lineup, and that's just the truth. Anyways, just my thoughts on it. Bruce Vane, I'm out.